just sort out the let me try and right, share, copy link, Discord. Stream. Paste. Right, here we go. Hello everybody, my name's Casey. I'm deputising tonight as Nat's unwell, so you've got to deal with my northern drawl, I'm afraid, tonight. But hey, well, I'm sure we'll make do just fine. So, first things first, let's talk about last time out. So last time out we were in Abu Dhabi. Quite an interesting race. Tyre strategy becoming quite important late on in the race with a very late safety car, and in the end we saw Akil come first in head of FTH and Sloth. Hopefully not as many safety cars today, but yeah, let's hope it's equally as entertaining. So, driver's standings. As it stands, we've got FTH up front, and he's absolutely running away on 167 points. Frankly, there's not a lot Extremist can do, who's his closest contender on 91. And then in third and fourth, we've got Joshy Boy and Cantel. The closest battle, from what I can see, in the top three is between Extremist and Joshy Boy. Just 3 points between them. Can Joshy Boy get the jump on Extremist tonight? Let's see. We've got, with regards to the constructors, we've got Mercedes up front on 220, very good. 55 points ahead of McLaren in P2. Alfa Romeo and Red Bull very close behind McLaren in P3 and 4. Alfa Romeo just 2 points behind, and Red Bull a further 12 points behind them. So again, very tasty in the constructors. So, getting on to the track, Spa-Francorchamps is a nice little track in the, I forgot the mountain range, but it's in a lovely little hilly area in Belgium. Originally 14 kilometres long, mainly used local public roads, similar to the Le Mans track, but more like a big triangle. Hosted its inaugural race in 1950 with Juan Manuel Fangio taking the victory. And Spa, the original Spa, stayed on the F1 calendar until the late 1960s, but unfortunately was quite a deadly track, so changes had to be made. So, and it returned at a 7 kilometre distance in 1983, and has been an ever-present, barring 2 races in the early 2000s. So the 2020 was one of the few races to take place on its original date, and provided, I think, some pretty decent racing, although Mercedes, as usual, was on rails. And arguably the most famous corner in Formula 1, Eau Rouge/Radion, features a massive 35 metre elevation change from lowest to highest. In terms of driver records, we've got Lewis Hamilton and Kimi Raikkonen as the most wins, with 4 each. Sebastian Vettel close behind on 3. Sadly, in his Aston Martin this year, can't see him adding to that tally. And in 2019, Charles Leclerc became the first driver to score a maiden Grand Prix victory at Spa since Michael Schumacher. another interesting thought: Fernando Alonso's never taken a victory at Spa, and for those of you who didn't know, Max Verstappen was born in Belgium, but obviously decided to represent the Netherlands, as did his father. And just to confirm, Spa is by far the longest track on the current circuit on the current F1 calendar, at just over 7 kilometres. So with regards to the track itself, it's a high-speed, low downforce track. Carl, 2-1. I'm not taking that bet, unfortunately. But yeah, hope you go well tonight. We've got a full grid, so yeah, hopefully it's a good race. Let's have a look at so much intro. I'll put Gattoli on for now, like that. There we go. So, following Carl in his outlap, going up towards Illusion Radion, following. Trying to see what car it is he's following. Looks like his teammate in the sister house. Would be Magic Man. Okay then. So, in terms of climate, I've not had any confirmation with regards to weather. I don't know if any drivers who are watching want to let me know, but rain's possible, and it can have a bit of a not detrimental, but it can have an interesting effect on the race. A lot of people can crash out. There's a few corners, like watching Mag come through now, Puan. If you clip that inside curve, yeah, you're going straight into the wall. A few nice corners on this track. Let's have a look. Smithy coming into the bus stop now, just about to start a lap. And yeah, let's stay on board with Smithy and watch his first lap. And yeah, let's see our general pace. So, on a run down to the source. I once personally changed up there, and he's gone deep already. So, already you know Smith is going to be wanting to improve his lap, but he powers on regardless, hugging the wall tight as he goes to Radion, and looks like he's one of the winners. Now down the Kevin straight goes Smithy, takes his DRS very nicely, very close to the line, and he's going to be coming down to Flacon, and 30.1. That is not a bad sector time. We'll definitely be seeing faster over the course of the weekend. I can never remember the name of this corner, but it's a long right-hand hairpin. Want to be down third or second for this corner, and then through No Name, which has a very amusing name in Belgium, but I just can't remember it. And now the aforementioned Puan. You don't want to clip the inside curve too much on this one. Normally drop down the gear unless you're absolutely crazy. Through the not so quick right left, and the next turns are Stavolo, which takes you nicely into Sector 3 and Blanchimont, which is the scene of arguably one of the greatest overtakes in the last 10 years, with Max Verstappen around the outside of Felipe Nasser in this next corner here. Obviously Verstappen going a little bit to the outside and then taking it inside line at this corner of the bus stop, and that is a lap from Smith. It looks like it's going to probably be a 143, 144. Yeah, 144.1. Not a bad opening lap from Smithy, but he'll definitely want to do better. I expect us to be in the definitely through 42s. I know we've got a few quick guys in here, Clarkey, Drofter and Pillars. They'll be possibly looking at the 141s if they don't decide to start at the back. But anyway, let's get back onto about the track while we wait for some more lap times to come in. So, fastest lap in the league, Stinson, 142.9. That's his race lap, of course. Fastest race lap, I think, last year was Danny Rick in the Renault, and the pole lap was Lewis Hamilton, 1:41.2. With the calibre of driver we have in this league, I'm expecting that to be beat quite quickly. As we see Robbie go top of a 1:41.9, that is a fascinatingly fast lap. And he has obviously backed off when it comes down like that with his equals. Tech ready on a nose, very nice and solid, and Pillars is already onto the 1:47.3s. Let's have a look at who else we've got. Nikhil as looks like he's just finished the lap as well and goes P3. So Mercedes second and third at the moment, that's not too bad going for them, although they'll definitely want to do better. Robbie and Nikhil very fast drivers. Nikhil very clean driver as well. So, who to look out for in the race? I've already mentioned in qualifying, Nikhil, very fast driver. Clarkey, Drofter, Infamous Pillars, you can see, is a very fast driver as well. And they're going to be if they don't decide to start from the back, they're going to be the key players in this qualifying session. In terms of the race, I'm expecting a good showing from George Russell. Jake Lee as well. Jake, very fast driver on his day, as long as he keeps his nose clean. Same with Extremist as well. And Smithy, who has definitely improved recently. I believe that's due to his change to T-Cam. Definitely got faster, and looking forward, I've got him touted for a potential podium, but that's obviously a long shot. I do think our usual suspects will be in the top three. If the top four, or what I think are going to be the top four, decide to start from the back, I'm expecting George Russell to be at the top. I'm expecting pole from George if the others decide to start from the back, but yeah, let's wait and see. And Clarkey is just confirming what I said earlier, very fast driver, and goes just shy of 200 slower than Infamous Pillars, his Racing Point teammate for this weekend. Spa, very historic track in the Racing Point family, or in the Racing Point history, shall I say, as this is the first track after Sergio Perez effectively saved the team, just after the summer break, after they've been into administration and bought out by the Strolls. Yes, that is not the line you want to be taking through there, Clarkey. But yeah, so interesting qualifying, I think. Already got 11 times on the leaderboard. Magic Mag is in the pits at the minute, as is Smithy and Carl. Carl 1.7 seconds. I'm definitely not taking that 2-to-1 bet now. So let's go through a quick rundown of the grid at the moment. So we've got Pillars in P1 with a 1:41.7. I'm going to change that to fastest lap, and then another 1:41.7 for Clarkey, with VRL just 2 tenths behind on a 1:41.9. Then further 9 tenths back we have Ryan NUFC 97 and Nikhil. I'm expecting a lot better from him. George Russell has just finished the lap. Well, not finished the lap, he's just going through set 2 now, getting well out of people's way, and that is a very strong lap from him, and he does have potential pole position pace. It's just a case of whether or not he can sort himself out. So for drivers, we're waiting to settle up. We've got Mazepin, who is again fast driver on his day, alongside Jenis Stiffmeister, interesting name there. Gernman Jim Strav, my old buddy, had a very nice championship battle with him in a different league a few years back. FTH, who's the championship leader's not done a lap yet. Drofter hasn't done one yet either, and MJ King, relatively new to the league, is also taking a switch back and goes 1:42.8. So leapfrogs Ryan, Nikhil and George. That is a superb lap from him. He'll be very happy with that. He's had a, I'm not going to say a torrid time, but his first few races definitely weren't the smoothest, and it's good to see that he's finally got his act together, and that is, again, not the line you want to be taking through Radin Rouge. That is a #1 surefire way to get your lap time invalidated. So I've talked about who to look out for. I'll talk about tyre strategies as we go into the race in a bit further detail, but the general gist of it is it's a one-stop, effectively. If you're starting on the softs, mediums should easily get you to the end around lap 8 pit stop, and it's 22 lap race. I'd say lap 14 if you start on mediums to pit the softs. So that's the name of that, Rivage. Right, that makes sense. Glad I know the name of that corner now. So, on the run down to Rivage, we have Nikhil in the Mercedes. He's on the outlap in a minute, invalidated as you can see. We have a spinner, looks like one of the Ferraris. I imagine Stiffmeister. Yep, Stiffmeister going very slowly through sector 2. A few yellow flags dotted about, but nothing to worry about as of yet. Don't think anybody's retired. Let's have a look and see if we can see what Drofter's doing. So Drofter just going through Launchman. It sort of looks like he's pushing, but not really. This isn't going to be a particularly fast lap from Drofter. I imagine he's probably going to pit. Yes, there we go. He's pitting. So Drofter still yet to set a lap. FTH, let's stay on board with FTH. He's going to be coming onto a fast lap in a minute, and I imagine he's going to be up towards the front, our championship leader. Now, let's see what magic he can do as he opens his DRS and starts a flying lap of the Spa-Francorchamps circuit down into the source. Yep, doesn't change up, that's very nice. Locks up a little bit, but it shouldn't harm his time too much. That's one of the few corners on this track you can get away with a lock up. On the run down now to Radion, and very nice line up there, don't invalidate it there. Keep it nice in between the lines and very close to the DRS line for activation again. You want to maximise the amount of time you're using the DRS because it helps you massively in chemistry. Through to Lecom, his first set says 29.9, that's not too bad. Coming through Normandy down to Rivage now. Rivage again, very slow right-hander, another lock-up. Don't want to be doing that too many times around Rivage because you will lose time there and destroy your tyres. Through No Name down towards Pouan now. Pouan, I've said it before, I'll say it again, do not clip that inside curve because you will go flying. And it looks like, why is he validating his that? Definitely looks like he's invalidated because the track not red. So, don't think it's worth staying on board with FTH, but yeah, it's right there, so that would have been validated regardless. Stiffmeister on for a good lap in a minute. Let's have a look as he comes through to Stavelot. And he's done 147 so far, that's the end of the second sector. Now through Launchimon, which is, as I've said, a very fast corner. It's going to come up some traffic, but they should get out of the way just in time for him to finish his lap. I imagine a 142, maybe a 143. Yeah, 143.2 for Stiffmeister, that puts him in P10. So in strategic pole position at the minute we have Magic Mag in 11th place. 11th place is the first starting place, of course, with fresh tyres, hence why it's called strategic pole position. So drivers are still waiting to set a lap with Mazepin, who is just come out from a outlap. That was a questionable bit of driving there for Mazepin. Jim Strav isn't out, neither is FTH or Drofter. Drofter, of course, a very fast driver. We have a cargo installer coming straight, that is, I would imagine, Stiffmeister. So, top 10 as it stands, we have Infamous Pillars on a 141.3, followed by Clarkin at 141.7, so 4 tenths back nearly. Then Roby and Gernman on a 141.9, not a lot separating them. Then further back, 56th with MJ King and Ryan on 142.8. Also joining on 142.8 is Nikhil. and then slightly further back on 142.9 is George Russell. P9 and P10 held by Joshua Boy and Stiffmeister. P11 is Magic Mag with Carl in 12th. Genesis 13, followed by Jake Lee, poor showing so far from qualifying. Stick on board with him as we finish off the rundown so far. Extremist followed by Smithy. That's a very disappointing time. Hopefully he can find a bit more pace. I've just been told it's a wet race. That might explain a couple of lap times. And I think that will make it extremely exciting. I'm expecting a couple of safety cars, definitely. And I just want to say, busy day at work, sorry. I just want to reiterate the enthusiasm of the league owners. We've got 4 good tonight. Not a very rare thing, but it's rare enough that we can get excited about it. It means we've got some good racing coming up. The pack should be nice and close, I hope. And yeah, hopefully we should not see too many incidents. Jake goes 5th there. That's a very nice lap from Jake. Much better, much more like I was expecting to see from him. So far, still got Empress Pillars in P1 with 1 minute and 40 to go. I can't see him retiring from the session or the DSQing. So, as it stands, Infamous Pillars will be on pole position, followed by Clarkett and Robit in the top 3. This is not very good for... Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. I've lost him. Very good for FTH. He's down in 19th, not set a lap yet. So FTH will definitely want to be setting a lap. I'm going to go on board with him and see how far he is. He's going up to Radion, and hopefully he can keep his one valid. He does at the moment. Texas DRS nicely again. Down the Kemmel Straight, full chat, and we'll be looking for 29. Just a bit quicker than his previous first sector. Keep it nice and calm through Lake Com. Don't run too wide through this corner here. Very easy to do. And he's invalidated again. FTH invalidated again, and he's not got time to come through. FTH has had a shocker and will not set a valid time in this qualifying session. So FTH at the best will start 19. And that is very close to the car getting out of the way there. That was borderline dangerous driving there. Don't have to run that far wide. I'd have thought he'd have backed off with the practice laps invalidated, but hey ho. And Drofter goes on pole with a 1:41.0. Now that is 2 tenths quicker than Hamilton's pole time, I believe, from last year. That is a stonkingly fast lap. It's on pole by 3.5 tenths of a second. So Drofter definitely the man to beat in qualifying, and I do fear it is going to be a 3-horse race at the front. And FTH has finished 20th. Both Alfa Romeos have finished in the bottom 2. That is a shocking qualifying for the Italian mark. And Racing Point on the other hand, P1. Wow, a 1:40.8. I did not see that coming. Infamous Pillars has just pipped Drofter to pole position by 2 tenths on the second. That is a hefty margin. But I imagine Drofter will be more than his equal in the race, obviously with the wet weather. Clarkey settling for P3. Drofter not going to be setting a lap, he's 17 seconds down. He sets a 1 time at the moment. Roby looks like he's finishing a lap. I'll watch him come through the bus stop, let's see what he can do. And the Ferrari gets in the way there. That is a shocking piece of driving from the Ferrari. As Roby goes P3 on 1:46. 6 tenths down on second place. That is a massive margin. Pretty much everyone's finished the lap now. Just wait for the last few. George Russell just finished at 11th, so George Russell got strategic pole position. MJ King, as I've retired, just waiting for Drofter to either come in the pits or cross the line again. I'd recommend going in the pits. You don't want your AI to destroy your tyres. But yeah, so this is your top 10. Oh, Drofter is doing his usual and the SQing, I believe. Yes, no. So Drofter's P2, followed. Oh, right. So your top 10 in qualifying are Infamous Pillars on a 140.8. He's going to be very tough to beat in this race, but Drofter close behind on a 141.0. So them two are probably going to streak away because it's a gap of 6 tenths to Roby in P3, who's followed close behind by Clarkit and German. Clarkit, I'm surprised, is not closer to Drofter. Nikhil and Joshua Boy at P6 and 7. I'll go through the rest of the top 10 as soon as I have it. I will have a quick flick through the race director, I think, and I'll have a double check on where people are. But yeah, hopefully. Oh, that is very wet indeed. Right, so P1, Infamous Pillars, P2, Drofter, P3, Roby, P4 is Clarkit, followed by German and Nikhil. Both Mercedes and both racing points in the top 6, with the Avatar splitting the racing points and the Renault of German up there, very good. P7 and P8, we've got the 2 Red Bulls in tandem of Joshua Boy and Jake Lee, respectively. MJ King P9 with Ryan and UFC in P10 for McLaren. In P11, we've got the first Ferrari of George Russell. That's a very weird sentence to say out loud. In strategic pole position, although with it being intermediate conditions, I can't see it being too much of an issue. With Extremist close behind in P12 and Stiffmeister P13 for the race start. 14th we have Mazepin in the second Renault, and then we have the first of the Haasens in Magic Mag, followed by Carl and UFC. I'm still not taking that 2-to-1 bet. Then in 17th we have Janice, followed by Smithy in the second Williams, and then the Alfa Romeo duo of Jim Strav and FTH. What a shocking qualifying for the Alfa Romeo squad. Jim Strav is probably just finding his feet, and FTH, our championship leader, is starting dead last. Let's hope his wet pace is better than his dry, and let's hope he doesn't get too many penalties. So, on the formation lap, let's have a gander at my telemetry. No position change, obviously, because it's the formation lap, and Russell and Extremist have already been disqualified from the formation lap. Surprise, surprise. So, tyres, everyone on intermediates, no shock there, doesn't look too wet at the moment. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's definitely intermediate conditions, not wet enough for wet yet. Drofter, so I'll go through the grid, top 10 at least. Give a quick rundown. Infamous Pillars, fastest in qualifying by 2 tenths, very clean driver, and is looking like the one to beat so far tonight. Drofter P2, 2 tenths behind in qualifying, but I know his wet weather pace is something to behold. Definitely going to give Infamous Pillars a run for his money. Robbie, I've not seen too much of him, if I'm completely honest. Good qualifying, but 6 tenths down on Drofter, so I can't see him keeping touch with his front 2. Clarkey, very fast driver there. Slightly disappointed that he's not close to the top 3, not top 2 especially, in qualifying. German, flying the flag for Renault, doing very well at the moment in P5. Nikhil rounding out the top 6 from the second Mercedes. Good qualifying, although knowing his pace did expect better. Then the 2 Red Bulls of Joshua Boy and Jake, they're both doing superbly well. Very nice qualifying for them, pretty much best of the rest. MJ King in P9 is, like I said, finding his feet, and Ryan, I believe it's his first race with us. And then obviously George Extreme is disqualified from the formation lap. Stiffmeister is an interesting name, I'm just going to leave it at that. Mazepin, hopefully he does better than 14th, as Magic Mag and Carl, I hope they do well in the Hasses as well, along with Jennings and Smithy. Very disappointing qualifying from him, but not as disappointing as qualifying for FTH. That is a shocker, as I said before. So, getting ready for the race start. Just waiting for the green flag. 1 red, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are go in Spa, and we already have a drive-through penalty for Magic Mag for a jump start. That is not going to go well, because it's very difficult, I think, in these conditions to use your car advantage, because you're very limited by what you're able to do in the wet weather. But we have Infamous Pillars in P1. We've got Roby, who's got past Drafter, into P2. Clarky is looking for a move by looks of it. That is very wide, and that looks like it's going to end in tears, if I'm completely honest. We're going too wide at the minute down the Kevin Straight. We've got Clarky, looks like he's going to back out. Gernman going side by side into Lake Com. I can see him ascending in tears as well. He backs out, that's very good, keeps his nose clean. Joshie Boy in 6th, MJ King up to 7th, very good start, and Akil's dropped back, that's a shocker. As for Jay Lee, he's also gone backwards. NUFC has come up, that's very well. Mazepin from 14th, very nice start from him. Extremist, he's not done too much, and George Russell's gone back as well, that's very surprising, as he makes a little bit of contact with Carl NUFC there. That will not go unnoticed, I'm sure. As Magic Mag is looking to be overtaken by Jim Straff. Jim Straff, a very good start for the Alfa Romeo, 19th on the grid. Smithy has pretty much stayed where he is. FTH has made a good start and is going for an overtake on Smithy now. That is very good. There is your strategy. One stop looking for lap 11 to 15 for your pit. Lap 17 at 15 for your first stop on a 2-stop strategy. Oh, I'm pretty sure those inches could go to the end. Jennings is a few seconds back from Smithy, and that's it at the moment. Not much more is going on, and we have a yellow flag. And FTH has spun, the championship leader has spun, and he's got wing damage. That is going to be a very early pit stop indeed. He is going to need a safety car. That is, again, it's just a shocking race. He's just having a shocking afternoon. And Drafter is in the lead as... Oh wow. Have we had a mass disconnection or something? Or is it just the... It's just Codemasters being Codemasters. Yeah, you can see on the tower there, there's people who are clearly in the lead. Why are we getting blue flags already? This is very close and very sketchy between Roby and Pillars. There we see, if you go on the second stop, you've got lap 14 to 21. So between lap 7 and 14 and lap 14 and 21, I think, for your 2-stop onions. But I do believe lap 11 to 15 everyone will be going on the softs, as Smithy has now pitted for wets. That's a bold call. I would have thought it was good enough, wet enough for wets yet. But he's got nothing to lose. He's second to last. Who knows? It could wet up, but I think he's gone a little too early there. So back on board with Infamous Pillars being chased down by Roby. I was wrong. I thought he wouldn't be able to. And MJ King is out of the race. Yep, MJ King has made a boo-boo. And one of the Hasses has made a mistake as well. Stiffmeister handed back the position very nicely there. But yeah, MJ King looks like he's made a mistake after coming out of P1. So yep, not surprised we have a safety car, and this is going to play into FTH's hands very nicely. Hopefully he can get back onto the group and take the safety car restart. Let's see if anyone's going to pit. No. Bit of a tank slapper there from Clarky. Doesn't look like anybody's diving into the pits. Oh, our first one, Nikhil. Nikhil dives into the pits for some fresh inters, I believe. We'll stay on board and see what he can do, as we have Mazepin pit as well. yeah, let's see if he goes for inches or wets. He's gone for 4 wets. Or is that just inches? I can't tell. Yeah, he's gone for 4 wets. Mazepin has gone for inches. Nikhil is back out in pits now. Jennings is up to 15. That's very good for him. Smithy is just coming off start finish straight now. He looks like he's going to leap from Mazepin. I don't think he's going to get Nikhil. Oh, it's just ahead of VRL Smithy. And FTH is very slowly catching up, but he is just not having a good day at the races. So, our top 10 as it stands a bit mixed up compared to where we left it at the end of qualifying, but still leading is Infamous Pillars, with Robbie getting a jump on Drofter at the start, so not getting to second, Drofter down to third, Clark is still Wales in fourth, as is German in fifth. Been the first sort of decent start from Joshua Boy, 7th to 6th, leapfrogged the Mercedes and Nikhil, who did drop down to 8th but has since pitted. Ryan NUFC's made a good start, he's up into 7th. Jay Lee's dropped back a little bit, that's unfortunate, but he's still got time to claw back some positions. Extremist has made up a few positions as well, starting 12th, not too bad. George Russell has, the top 4 have all got 5-second penalties. What has happened there? Looks like Infamous Pillars has gone a little too slowly, and everybody's ran into the back of everyone else. I wonder if that's going to get reported. No, because they'll have to stop again, so they'll serve those penalties anyway. So I doubt they'll get those removed from the race. But hopefully we'll have another safety car if that's the case. Yeah, as I was saying, George Russell is dropped down. Not really dropped down, he's game on place. Jim Straff has had an almighty start and he's up to 11th from 19th. Admittedly, a few people have made pit stops, but that's besides the point. Jim Straff has had an excellent start to the race. The two Hasses have had a good start as well. They're up to 12th and 13th, with Stiffmaster and Genesis 14th and 15th, and then the first wet runner of Nikhil in 16th, with Mazepin, who's pitted for fresh inches, followed by VRL Smithy, the second wet runner, and FTH. I cannot see the safety car staying out more than another lap, so I'd expect end of lap 5 we'll be back to full green racing conditions. As Smithy's pitted again. Smithy's realised he's on the wrong tyre, he's going to inches, I think. Unless he's got some wing damage that I just can't see. But Infamous Pillar's still leading the way here. Let's have a look at everyone's penalties at the moment. So we've got 5-second penalty, 5-second penalty, 5-second penalty. German doesn't have anything. Who else is on a penalty? Who's small since top 5 on a penalty? Clarky. Oh, Clarky's pitted as well. Right, I missed that. But he's gone to fresh inches and has got rid of that 5-second penalty, crucially. Which is the best place to get rid of it, in my opinion. Better to get rid of it now, in a safety car period, where you've got a chance to catch up back to the pack. Or Smithy has got... just started to come off straight, and the guys are just coming through to Rivage now, so he's got the best part of a third of a lap, nearly. A third's generous, maybe a fifth of a lap. As Joshy Boy has made a mistake. Joshy Boy has made a mistake out of Rivage into no name and has lost a heap of positions, and everybody is now... I have no idea. I think that Stiffmeister... yeah, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate with what happened there, because Joshy Boy obviously lost his rear end coming out of Rivage, and everyone who overtook him was probably... well, Stiffmaster definitely got a penalty for ignoring yellow flags, but if Joshy Boy wasn't in a reasonable state to immediately start driving, as the safety car is confirmed as in this lap, but yeah, incredibly unfortunate for Stiffmaster with a 5-second penalty. Magic Mag, of course, still got his drive from the start of the race. He's not had a chance to serve that yet. I imagine once we go green, he will be straight in to serve that. He'd rather go out of the way straight away. So as we prepare, there we go, prepare to go racing, Infamous Pillars is backing up the pack. I think he will go out for the last corner. There's not much sense in bolting now, and the straight's not really long enough for it to be beneficial to bolt at the finish line. There's no real benefit to that. He might as well bolt out for the last corner, as he does. And Drofter getting very close in person to Robbie having a bit of a weave. I imagine Drofter's going to try and go for a slipstream as Joshy Boy hits. And Magic Mag has lost a couple of positions. I wonder what's happened there. He looks like he's struggling with conditions a little bit. But back on with the top three, just 4 tenths between Robbie and Drofter, and we have another yellow flag as Jake Lee is out of the race. He has made a mistake at Radion, and that is a very simple mistake to make, and I will be amazed if we do not have another safety car. But that is extremely unfortunate to Jake. I was hoping for such a good race for him. I was hoping he was... How's that not a safety car? Come on! Anyway, as Joshy Boy is well truly at the back of the grid now. We have 5 drivers from penalties at the minute. And the top 3 separated by just under 2 seconds. So, at the moment we have 2 drivers out, we're down to 18 runners. This is not going to plan for people, I don't believe. It's not really going to work. And Robbie has been told to come into the pits. He has been disqualified. Robbie has been disqualified. I want to see if he pulls in. I get on good authority that Robbie has been disqualified, so I want to see if he pulls into the pits. No, he does not. He is defying the instruction given to him by the owners. He has been told to pull into the pits and retire. He has been given a black flag, but he has not yet pulled into the pits and retired. As I know we missed it, but George Russell has a 3-second penalty for corner cutting, as does Magic Mag, who has served his drive. He has now served his drive through, which is... he's got it out of the way, which is good at least, as we have Clarky pitting again. What is it with fast runners just not having a good day of it? Anyway, Infamous Pillars is leading by a second. We have Robbie, who is controversially carrying on. This reminds me of Max Biaggi back in the 90s, ignoring black flags. Drofter in de facto second. Everyone's moved up a place. At the minute, German's on for a podium. Hopefully I can stay like that, because I have a soft spot for the Renault, as I used to drive and still do on Tuesdays. Ryan is in de facto P4, Stream is P5, McLaren doing well, P4 and 5 at the moment. George Russell good recovery to P6, Jim Strap P7. Why Robbie hasn't retired, I have no idea. I do not know why Robbie's not retired. By the looks of it, he caused the numerous 5-second penalties to the front runners. Sorry I keep yawning, I'm just busy at work. Anyway, at the end of lap 6 we've got Infamous Pillars leading from Drofter, German, Ryan, Extremist, Russell, Jim Strav, Carl, Akil, Stiffmeister is effectively P10. So Stiffmeister could recovery into the points at the moment, although he has got FTHR Championship Leader, and that is a beautiful move out of the bus stop. And looks like Mazepin's going to get Stiffmeister as well. Off the inside of La Source. Oh, that's just a bit too close for him to get through. But yeah, FTH, that's a good recovery so far, up to P10. So George Russell's been overtaken, which George Russell Extremist are having a bit of a ding-dong at the moment. George Russell seems to have got past a McLaren now. Looks like McLaren's tyres might be falling off a little bit. I don't mind. Oh, and we have a spin for Joshy Boy. He's not having a good day. I can't see. Looks like he's lost a little bit from wing. But yeah, he's lost his right front end plate. So that is Joshy Boy back to 18th. He's going to need a safety car because I can vouch for you. I can vouch for him in saying you cannot drive this track with wing damage in the wet. It is nigh on impossible. So we have sort of 3 main groups at the moment. So we've got the top 3 of Pillars, Drofter and German. Obviously Roby's still on track but has been told that he's got a black flag. He's rinsing his ERS. German still doing very well on the podium at the moment. Very good keeping in touch with Drofter at the moment. And then our next group is from 5th down to 10th. 5th down to 10th, covered by 4 seconds. That is very nice to quote Borat. And then a bit further back we have 11th through to 15th. Again, only covered by about 6 seconds. So we've got 3 clear groups as German Pitts. German Pitts, what has he gone on to? I cannot tell. I cannot tell. I think he's gone to some more inses. No, he's gone on to wets. And it does look like it's getting a little bit wetter as Clarky gets a 3-second penalty. So everyone's starting to pick up penalties now. It's not easy keeping it on track. So let's see what everyone else is doing. Magic Mike has a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. This is not going well for the Haas driver at the moment. As Clarky comes through, Source keeps it nice and tidy on the exit. Smithy is lining up an overtake on Jennings. Manages his ARS very well down the Kemmel straight. I don't think he's going to get into Laycock, but it's worth a shot. Oh, that's a bit of a dive, Smithy. I wanted on that. And Smithy's compromised himself there. It's going to take him a few laps, I think, to get back up to that. Stiffmaster is just falling back from Mazepin now and falling back into the clutches of Jennings. And Smithy is doing okay at the moment, but unfortunately I don't think my prediction of a podium for him is going to be correct. Next, so Pillars is still leading by 1.2 seconds from the disqualified Roby. Dropped it in P3, with Ryan in P4, followed by Roby is pitting. I'm intrigued to see, does he pay attention, does he do as Fion's asked, or is he still running his own race? He's running his own race, he is not retired. I repeat, Roby has not retired from the race. Drofter's now in the lead. Roby has not retired. That is going to be highly controversial, as the Haas of Carl looks like he's had a bit of an issue. And so someone's had a bit of an issue in the pits. Smith is DNF'd. Oh, and a few people pitting now. So Smith looks like he's DNF'd out of Blanchimont. That is unfortunate for him. Let's see if we can see him. Yeah, I can see him just on the exit of Blanchimont. Yeah. I imagine he's clipped the curb and just span off. It's easy to do. I imagine just clip the outside curb and span off. But yeah, unfortunate for Smithy. I thought he was going to have a good race, but it's just not gone well for him, unfortunately. Better luck next time. As Magic Mag makes an absolute hash of getting into the pits. Hopefully he doesn't speed into pits this time, but he's already got a 5-second penalty for that. So Drofter leads, and with it being a safety car, I can't see a delta obviously, but it'd be stupid for Drofter not to pit, because everyone else is going to be to a delta, so he's going to have time to do it. He's going to lose less time doing it under safety car than he would on a green track. So I think Drofter's got the net lead here, and I don't think anyone else can afford to pit. But I think we're going to have to, because the Inters are looking decidedly second hand, and it looks too wet. It looks like it's too wet now. Jim Strav up to P4, very good going from the Alfa Romeo driver, at least one of them's having a good race. But yeah, it's still controversial with Robbie not retiring. Robbie's still not retired, as I think everyone's gonna... Yeah, everyone's diving into the pits now. Let's have a look at what tyres people are on. Yeah, I think... Yeah, the top 5 have all pitted onto wets. And the kill leads, so Drofter did not have enough delta to get through. Drofter in P4 So, as it stands, on the wet tyres, we've got Nikhil in P1, that's a masterstroke from him. German in P2, very nice early stop for wets, has saved his blushes a little bit. Nicholas Pillars back up to P3, dropped to P4. Roby still continuing, even though he really shouldn't be. Ryan in P5, effective P5, followed by George Russell, Jim Strav in the points, very good recovery from him. Extremist in P8, effectively. Stiffmeister, very good drive. FTH, also a very good recovery from back of the grid. Then the first half of Carl, followed by Mazepin, he's not having a stellar race, followed by Janice. Clarkey, who's having a shocker, still on the intermediates, don't see him working much longer. And then we have Joshy Boy and Magic Mike. But yeah, as it stands, Roby has for the owners just reiterated, Roby has been disqualified. Roby has been disqualified. That is reiterated. I'm reiterating, it's like watching Max Biaggi. Nothing service safety cars coming in yet, but I will keep an eye out. Obviously we'll get the nod about just after Stavlo before Blanchimont, I'd have thought. But we've still got to wait for Magic Mag to catch up. I do apologise if I'm a bit rusty by the way, it's been a good 8 months since I've done this, so yeah, I'm just struggling to get into the flow a little bit. So at the moment safety car is still out. Judging by how fast he's going, I'm guessing Magic Mag has a delta. So I've already gone through it on saying who is still on Inters. Joshy Boy's still on Inters, he's having a torrid time at the moment. Clark is still on Inters, he's trying to make them work, although it is looking wetter by the lap, and I can't seem to see them much longer. FTH might sort himself in a foot with Inters here. Stiffmeister still his first set of Inters. Very bold move. Jim Strokes fresh Inters now. And Robbie, I really do not understand why he is still in this race. Either way, shouldn't be too long to see the safety car coming. I was hoping we'd get the message around now. It's going to be a late call like it was last week in a different race. Struggled to know which race it was. But we had a very late safety car call. Pretty much last corner. I can't see the safety car coming in now. Looks like I've not been in the safety car. Yeah, that'll be very, very silly for staying out. Who's got penalties now? It's Carl and FTH have had a bit of a quick together. As have Stiffmeister and Mazepin. Dropped at pits. Let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to stay on the... Wait, so is he going to go on to Inters? I'm not sure. But I think people pitting. Because that, again, frankly, is... outrageous. Looks like another mass penalty dealing. Similar to what we saw before in the first safety car. On plus side, we're halfway through now. So you don't have to deal with me for another 11 laps. Don't worry, hopefully next week I'll be making a commentator back. I mean, I hope this isn't off. I might commentate on another night, depending on what I decide to do in the future. But yeah, it's not been a bad return. It's been a mildly entertaining race. Not a lot of on-track overtaking, but controversy to spare. Again, just to reiterate, this one's got no penalty for corner cutting this time. Now, looking at the map, I think everyone's going to be bunched up and safety car's going to be in this lap. Should see the message shortly. Ideally, I should see it before Stavolo this time. We're going to go back to the front and see what's happening. Nikhil is leading them around very nicely. Come on, this has got to be in this lap. Yeah, there it's in this lap. So Nikhil is going to be doing the safety car restart. So, 16 drivers in this race now. I still don't know what happened to the front four at the start. I'm assuming that's why Robbie's been black flagged. Yeah, so on this restart we've got Nikhil from Gernman, Infamous Pillars, Ryan, George, Jim Strafford doing very well, and Clarkey looks like he's had Clarkey had another error. Clarkey's having some major lag issues by the look of it, as how many in the pits? Alright, so we've got 3 in the pits in it. We've got Pillars, Russell and Extremist. They've gone pitted as it's gone green as well. Someone needs to serve for 5-second penalties. German is out in the lead now, so I didn't see what happened to Nikhil there. I was too busy concentrating on what happened at Clark in the back. I've turned into the Monaco TV directors, I do apologise. Nikhil has dropped back a little bit. Robbie's up to P4, but don't forget, Robbie is disqualified. Ryan on to P3 at the moment. So, yeah, top 3 look very strong. I can't see anyone really challenging. Jim Strong up to 5th, which is very good. It's getting those. It's working nicely. Both Alpha Males, it's in the top 6 now. That has worked wonders for FTH. Looks like Jenny's just been overtaken. Joshy Boy through. Really? Puon? You don't overtake through Puon, that's madness. But in real terms, it's a good recovery drive from the Alpha Males. Jim Strap in P5 and FTH in P6. Both are relatively fresh intermediates as well. Well, I said P5 and P6, obviously. Robbie black flagged, so they are de facto P4 and 5. That everyone from P4 downwards will make up a place effectively as Nikhil jumps into the pits. I think he's realised he's on the wrong tyre. I think wets are not working. I think intermediates are the way to go. As, yep, we've seen Ryan pitting as well. That's another wet runner. As we have a yellow flag in sector 3. Is it? Looks like it is Magic Mag, who has had a bit of an incident and Inwards Pillars is absolutely hounding him into the source. Let's see if he can get him on the run up to Eau Rouge, and he's just got no traction. Oh, it's a no contest, it's a no contest. We're going to be side by side through Eau Rouge. This is madness. He backs out. That is very, very safe, and has binned it. The Haas has binned it, and I'll be amazed if that is not another safety car. There we go, safety car number 3, and we're down to effectively 15 minutes. And yeah, that went well. Robbie is in P2, but that will be stripped, I am pretty sure, when the stewards get hold of him anyway. Gerdman is leading, but I imagine he is going to be pitting into intermediates because the wets do not seem to be working. So unless he thinks he can stay out for the last 8 laps, I do not see Gerdman hanging on to win this race. Jim Straff and FTH in the podium positions. That is a hell of a recovery from 19th and 20th on the grid. FTH with penalties, Jim Straff. It has been an insane race for safety cars. George Russell, very poor showing from him. He is down at the back with Extremist and Jennings. Jennings has been there most of the race, to be fair to him. But Extremist and George Russell have not fell back that much, but they are dead last at the moment. Gurman pits, that will be for intermediates, I guarantee it. I guarantee he'll be into intermediates, and I think the delta for the pit lane's around 20-25 seconds, so that's going to put him last. He's not going to be found last. And from a race winning position, and it's like we got held a little bit there, but yeah, Gurman looks like he's not quite last, but just inside the top 10. So as it stands, Robbie leads, but that will be. Oh, he is disqualified. He has been shown a black flag twice. As I've said before, very Max Biaggi of him to stay out. Shame it's not Catalonia. Jim Strav de facto P1. What a recovery from 19th and 20th on the grid from the Alfa Romeo boys. And that is going to help them wonders in the championship in their fight with McLaren. Because McLaren boys are not scoring a point. One of the Red Bulls is in P4, so they're going to score a little bit, but at the moment, with effectively, there's only going to be one Mercedes scoring a point. We're going to close up to Mercedes as well. which is them. If they can get past his lap, they're going to have a full 44, which again is going to help them wonders. FTH is going to do a lot for his championship, and his closest rival Extremist is outside of a point. I need to tot up for championship points and see how many races are left, but I think he's not far from winning this. And Roby looks like he has just noticed the black flag. Roby has just noticed the black flag. He is going hopefully to retire at the end of his lap. He is now aware of the black flag. So he's questioning it, but he's been given a black flag. There's nothing you can do about it. He was shown this black flag around lap 4, I'd say, or maybe lap 3, the first safety car, and it's taken until now for him to notice, and he's questioning the decision of the stewards, effectively. And if he doesn't retire now, it's going to be very, very bad news, unfortunately. And I hope for his sake he pits, and he does not. Roby does not pit. Roby does not pit. And I'm judging by the fact he is talking to the stewards at the moment, more the owners than the stewards, that he is in AI. That's all I can gather. I think he might be in AI. I can't tell obviously from very words, but I imagine he's in AI. Either way, he has been black flagged. So as it stands, we have an Alfa Romeo 1-2. An Alfa Romeo 1-2, both on in the right tyre, relatively new tyres compared to Joshua Boy behind me. Jofta and Clarkey are back in this one. Coach Coles, who's just been making the tits off his engine. Okay, but yeah, Jofta and Clarkey back in this. Don't move them out either. But Jim Strab and FTH at the moment in P1 and P2. If they can hold on for 6 more laps, then they're looking cushy for the win. An Alfa Romeo 1-2 would be. And Stiffmeister has also been given a black and white flag. Stiffmeister's been given a black and white flag. Let's have a look at his penalties. I imagine it's, wow, 15 seconds. Roby already has a drive-through. I don't think I'll be Delta. Let's see what he got his incidents. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, Roby kicked that off with the warnings on lap 1. Let's have a look where everyone got dished their 5-second penalties. They collided. Let's see what he's got his thing for. Roby speeding road a safety car drive through. Right. Fair enough. That is a slammed up penalty, and safety cars in this lap. Will Roby retire? I don't think so, because he's not retired as of yet. He has been asked numerous times. He is aware, and he's not helping himself. He needs an inquiry with the stewards. But as it stands, it's an Alfa Romeo 1-2, and like I said, what a recovery from 19th and 20th on the grid for Jim Strav and FTH. Jim Strav, I'm especially happy for having raced with him for a couple of years, only recently back in the same league. So yeah, FTH at the moment is got a bit of a swap in that. He's got the red quality glitch. Jofta in P4, he's going to be closing his. And Clarkey's got a hell of a run on Jofta down the Kevin straight. I'm going to keep an eye on this as they go side by side. And is Clarkey going to be able to take P3 from Drofter. Is he going around the outside of the lane corner? He's going to stick it there. He's going to stick it there, and he has done it. And let's see if Drofter can go back through Rivage. Rivage is the next sort of overtaking spot if you get it right. You need the car to move. Car in front of him wide, but Clarky keeps it nice and straight away. He's on the road. He's now going to perform his assault on FTH. Hopefully Alfa Romeo can keep it clean. I want an Alfa Romeo, so I should have been biased, but it'd be a good story for the league for him to come back from 19th and 20th, especially as they go side by side. This is an overtaking spot. This isn't an overtaking spot, but wow, FTH, that is a bit naughty, as he's now going to get. We have a spinner, and Pillars is out. Infamous Pillars is out of the race, and he's binned it at Stabler. He's binned it at Stabler like usual. Not like usual, that's better normally, but that's what. But yeah, so we're down to 14. Down to 14 cars. Has retired. Robbie has retired now. So Robbie has finally retired from the race. He has done the Max Biaggi. He's done most of the race, having been shown a black flag. But he has finally retired from the race. His AI. Pillars, he got a swapper on at Stabler and hit the wall. Just caused this safety car, actually. Safety car number 4 in the race. I'm trying to think what turn number Stabler is. It's just before, it's the right hander before Ponchimont. It's but yeah, unfortunate. He was having a good race. And goodbye, X Gaming. Thank you for your brief inclusion in this. 14 drivers. I tell you what, for the full lobby, that's more than I was expecting. Robbie's still fighting his own. I'm going to have to say, because it has to be said, this race has not been the best advert for driving in this league. It really hasn't. And it pains me to say that, because the standard of driving in this league is normally top notch. But it's just not been on. And to top it off, FTH and Clarky have got 5 second penalties each. So that safety car is staying up for another lap. We're waiting for Stiffmaster. People are pitting. That's bold. At the moment we've got Alfa Romeos in the top 3, that's good. And Slow Mode has been engaged in the league chat. I am not surprised, because it was getting heated between a couple of drivers. I struggle to see. I'd need to see the footage, but I struggle to see Roby's standpoint. If you're given a black flag, you can't disobey it. You've got to take your black flag. That's all I've got to say. All I've got to say. You can't have one set of rules for one person and one set for everyone else. If you're given a black flag, you take it. If I was given a black flag, I'd have took it for that money. That's all I'm going to say. But, on the side, looks like we're about to start racing again. Everyone's caught up to the pack for a 3-lap shootout. Hopefully we don't lose anyone else. Can Jim Straff hold on for the win? Would be nice to see. So, safety cars coming in at the end of this lap, and Verena stopped. German's on soft, so that's brave. That's very brave with him out spray at stone track. I'm interested to see what he does, but what's Jim Straff going to do? Jim Straff's gone. That's a poor decision, Jim Straff. That's a very, very poor decision, and he's already got the that's a no contest between Clarkey and Jim Straff. He's absolutely mugged him. It's just me, I'll just do a weird wing of the Alpha Male, insanely dark. That was really dark. He's intermediate, he's not going to feel much better. Again, looks like Carl letting the side down, and German is just falling back. That is way too early for softs, way too early, still low to spray. Clarkey in P1 at the moment, that's better. I don't think he's going to pull 8 seconds. I really don't. I think FTH has a so yeah, so Clarkey's got the podium as it stands, but the top 3 will be close. Can't see Clarkey getting out of the way of Jim Straff or Jofta. If Jim Straff can stay ahead of Jofta, it'll be an almighty win for Jim Straff. But as I said, and we have the spinner, Stiffmaster, as some front wing. He's going to be into the pits. Carl's got drive through, that's 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Joshy Boy's pitting, is he going to have some softs? No, he's going to have some winters by the looks of it. Extremist is doing well in 10th. Jenny's 9th, Master Spin 8th, very good showing for Middle Squad. Shane Van Gerben in there. George Russell is closing in Ryan. Alfred is taking P6. Nikhil is closing in FTH. She's dropping back a little bit from Jofta now. Jofta is all over the back of Jim Straff. It'll be unfortunate for Jim Straff to be overtaken by Jofta. But like I said, Jofta's pace in general is just something to behold, really. still holding on Joff there. That's very good going. I think Jim Straff can hold on here for the win. But it depends on Clarkie's penalties from. Dropped it, that's close, man. That's close. But FTH can back and draft as well. Jim Straff is doing very well. And I'm going to be so happy for him if he can finish on this podium. Because, as I said, my first win for a few years. It's my first win a few months since I raced against him. But I mean, a good couple of seasons, a good championship battle with Jim. Yeah, it's just on his day, a real nice job. He's on, I'd say, drafters now in terms of speed, occasionally. Although qualifying he really didn't get a chance to show that. But it is the final lap. Can't see any mistakes being made now. Of car or softs. That's going to be painful for him. But if we go on now, we have Clarkie, who is leading by 6 seconds, 5.5 seconds nearly, from Jim Straff, who is defending for his life against Drofter. And like I said, I really hope he can hold on for this win. Like I said, I don't know what Clarkie's penalty for, I don't know what's going to get removed. I imagine it's because when we safety car, we typically do remove those unless you've done something colossally stupid. But regardless, for him to be, I just love for him to be on track. FTH, good showing for P4, it's a shame in the end that he couldn't hold on for a podium. Good recovery for the championship leader. Do need to have a look and see the standings, how long we've got left. Belgium's nice. He's champion. I think he's champion. Jim Straff wins. Droft second, Clarkie third, Gill fourth, FTH fifth, Extremist 10th. And with 3 races left. 3 races left in Belgium. 75 points up the group classes lap, 78 points up for grabs, and 66. Yeah, FTH is champion. If my maths is correct, FTH has just won the Drivers' Championship for Monday night. I'll wait for the admins to confirm that later on, but from what I can see, he's won that. Mercedes still haven't won Constructors yet. Good showing from Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo leapfrog McLaren in the Constructors Championship. That is going to be that is a brilliant result for Alfa Romeo. And Jim Straff won the race by 2/10 of a second. That is something else. That is something else. That is a superb race for me. Absolutely superb. And yep. So as it stands, pending investigation for penalties, Jim Straff is your winner of the Monday Night Belgium Grand Prix from Drofter 2 tenths behind, and Clarkie, who had 8 seconds off penalties, so drops to third. Nikhil is P4 with FTH P5, a good showing and a good recovery, must be said from both Alfa Romeo drivers. George Russell P6, Mazepin P7, Jenny's PA, good drive for his point to finish, wasn't expecting that from him, very nice drive from the AlphaTauri driver. And I will go through the rest of the final standings after, but like I say, what a recovery. 19th on the grid, Jim Straff started, and he finished first. First on track. Right, let me take you through the final standings for the Grand Prix. So, Jim Straff, let me screenshot that. So, Jim Straff takes the win from Drofter and Clarkey, who round out your podium. Akil P4, FTH, our championship winner, I believe, in P5. George Russell P6, Mazepin P7, Jennings P8, Ryan NUFC P9, and Extremist are effective vice champion in P10. Not vice champion yet, he's only 4 points ahead of Josh Boy, 3 races to go. A lot can change in that time. German P11, Stiffmeister P12, with Joshy Boy P13, Carl NUFC P14, Robbie having been black flagged, I imagine will be demoted straight to 20th. Pillars P15, Magic Mag in the Haas P16, Smithy in P17, unlucky from him, very unlucky as well from Jake, and in last place MJ King, very very unfortunate to cause first safety car. That is going to be it for me, and thank you very much for watching. I hope to do this again sometime.